Hey, what up everybody, this is Stevie Breach coming to you. A few nights ago, I made a video talking about the WWE bringing back the anonymous general manager. It is still unknown, basically, if this is going to be a one-night return or if WWE is going back to 2010 and the anonymous Raw GM is going to be taking over from here on out. But basically, I was thinking that there was a mystery in 2010 and 2011 that went along with the anonymous Raw GM that was finally solved in 2010 when they brought back the Raw GM for a one-night deal, and Santino basically put on his Sherlock Holmes hat and basically searched out who the anonymous Raw GM finally was, and through finding out clues left around the arena was able to find out that Hornswoggle was underneath the ring the whole time, basically tweeting in things to the computer for Michael Cole to get up and, "Excuse me, I have an email from the Raw anonymous general manager," and read off the things that were going to get be said. And I thought that it was stupid that they would bring back the Raw anonymous GM and leave him anonymous when all of us who were watching wrestling in 2012 know that it was Hornswoggle. Well, WWE, when known of writing the script for Monday Night Raw that is turned in, that is read over by the people who write up on WWE.com to put up the 5-point preview for what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw, somewhere in the shuffle, Hornswoggle must have been dropped from the storyline, because on the article for the Raw anonymous general manager being on Monday Night Raw, it leaves off with WWE teasing us on the website saying that finally we may learn the identity of the shady GM. No! In 2012, you dug up the midget from underneath the ring and told us it was him. I feel sorry for anybody who is going to be watching, who wasn't watching in 2012, who didn't know that we figured out who the Raw anonymous GM, because now you're putting them through this whole deal for Cyber Monday, not knowing what is going down. I've read lots of rumors on WWE basically saying that it would be one hell of a time to bring back CM Punk and then show off that the whole CM Punk thing was a work. I think that's one of the stupidest rumors that I've ever read of all time. I think that with the return of Sting, I don't think they're going to waste Sting as the Raw anonymous general manager. I think that WWE has made fun of themselves in the past and made fun of wrestling angles that have not gone right, with basically them bringing back the Shockmaster and showing the Shockmaster run through and fall down and recreating this on Monday Night Raw, and then having Arn Anderson off to the side reading his script into a microphone, doing his boss Ole Anderson impression. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, is try to make fun of themselves with basically the Authority being stripped away from power. Basically they were kicked out at Survivor Series, and they showed up and they were able to give a goodbye speech before Daniel Bryan coming down and basically telling them to hit the bricks, and then them going to have holiday dinner. One thing they could do to save this is maybe making this a one-time thing where basically the Raw GM has control of Monday Night Raw all the way up until the final segment before it's finally tipped off that it really is the Authority. Triple H and Stephanie are sending the emails in, and John Cena, kicks the door in and finds out that it's sort of like a Wizard of Oz thing, and the Raw GM is going off, and Michael Cole is paying no attention to the man behind the curtain, and it's Stephanie and Triple H, basically still texting on their phone, turning away from John Cena like he's not going to know that they're the ones sending him in. Maybe that would be something that would be able to save this. And then you go back to the beginning of Survivor Series, the Monday Night Raw promo that kicked it all off, when John Cena made us all think that we were never going to see the Authority, basically saying that once he won the match, is he going to have to throw them out of here tonight, or are they going to leave on their own? And basically they haven't left on their own. They're still showing up to Monday Night Raw. They're not supposed to be there. The way that I've been watching the show was basically saying that they were going to be stripped of their power. They were going to have desk jobs, basically based in Stanford, and they weren't going to have control of anything that's going down on Monday Night Raw. I think a lot of people out there are buying into the rumors. They want to see Sting versus Triple H, but that's down the road. Let's get these guys off of television. I'm willing to bet that more than likely we are going to see Triple H and or Stephanie on Monday Night Raw again. People were a little bit 50-50 if they were going to be on Raw last week, but with them being there, I would bet the farm that they're going to be on this show again, and I think that's the only way that they can really save this. I don't think there's any WWE legends that need to be coming back. I don't know of any matches that really could be named by the Raw Anonymous GM. If you go back to 2010, it had its time in wrestling. When you watched WrestleMania 27, and the Rock busts the computer up basically for interrupting his promo. It doesn't really fit the show. You have to sort of really sit back and really try and remember what was 2010 and 2011 on Monday Night Raw. And a lot of that stuff isn't the best stuff to be remembering going down. It is what it is. The Rock was the GM. He should have been the guy, or not the GM, but the guest host of WrestleMania that year. He should have been left in control, and they should have left the podium in the background. Edge destroyed the computer once before. Rock doing it sort of seemed like he was just sort of copying what had been done before. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see what goes on Monday Night Raw. But basically, their big hook is going to be telling us who the Raw GM is, basically, even though on their own YouTube website page, they have the video of Hornswoggle being pulled out by Santino, being exposed and interviewed by Jerry the King Lawler as the guy that was pushing the buttons behind the Raw Anonymous GM. Kind of stupid.